Hi guys, please vote for us. Vote, vote, vote.
I'm Emily.
Oksana Dmytrenko.
Jonathan Platero.
And I'm Teddy.
And please subscribe to Synergistic.
Synergistic.
Why are we the worst people ever?
I always liked the way people looked when they raised their eyebrows. It always intrigued me. And when I started dancing, I said, I'm gonna use that. And now it's like there's different types of eyebrows. Like if I want to be like suave and like that, but if I want to be like sexy, it's like,
Oh my god.
you know what I mean? Like it's just,
I
don't know.
Eyebrows.
I don't know. It happens naturally now.
Here's my eyebrows.
Those are eyebrows. Emily's eyebrows. I like it. Let me see. That's good.
I'll leave the eyebrows to you.
Okay.
Well, first of all, we're working with dancers who have never danced the style that we're teaching them. So that's one obstacle that's already in there. But two, like we work with a lot of tricks, like really crazy tricks. So it's a matter of strength, stamina. The routine that we do, it's not slow, it's fast. So a lot of times during rehearsals, it's not the easiest to kind of pick up the style, and we get a very short amount of time in rehearsal. So it's important to try to nail everything if you can.
So there is a high level to get injured with that kind of routine and that kind of difficulty level. And then, we're already so far into the show, and many of them, like I'm sure all of them, already have some kind of injuries that today we had difficulty with that during the show. Like Emily had it with her shoulder.
My favorite one, when we finally got it, because it took a while to get, was the one where I flip upside down and land in a nice
straddle. That's my favorite one too.
Down.
And that's the one that stresses out the most.
Yeah. If you got the first time we
did it on Tuesday in the morning, and it was really rough.
Yeah, we couldn't get that lift. It was such a challenge for us, and we get to stage to our first rehearsal with cameras, and we did it for the first time on stage.
And she screamed.
And I'm upside down, and I go, yes!
And I was like, yes, we did it! And I was like, let's just keep going, and yeah.
Well, I think it did affect their routine tonight. There were a lot of connections that didn't happen. But I can understand Teddy being fractured. Do I grab her? Do I pull her? There's that nervousness that goes on between partners in that situation. She had the opportunity of dropping out. If she'd have dropped out, the rules state that she immediately goes into the bottom 6 next week. And knowing that 4 dancers are going home, you wouldn't want to put yourself in the bottom 6 next week.
Well, my shoulder, I tweaked it in the mini group rehearsal. The girls actually do a lot of lifting in the dance, and there's just one that I think it might have been just the force of it, and my shoulder kind of popped out. This is right before dress rehearsal.
She's such a trooper, though.
Aww.
Such a trooper.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like it happened, and she got her stuff together. She's like, okay,
yeah.
and she's so strong, so strong.
And I had to sit at a dress rehearsal, and they weren't sure if I was going to be able to perform tonight. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to fight through the pain and do it for him and for us.
So I told her, I said, you have to make the smart decision. If your shoulder's really hurting you, then we have to save it for the performance. And that's what we decided to do. So I did it with Oksana, and then she was ready to do the live show.
Yep.
And I'm so proud of her.
There was one super hard trick, and they nailed it.
They did. Oh my God. It's like I said, in the routine there was a trick. She's injured, and they didn't get to do the dress rehearsal before that. So it's already nerve-wracking enough that you don't get to rehearse on stage right before you're going to go on. So they had to go straight to the stage and do it, and they nailed it. They did really good. I mean, I stood up and jumped as soon as they did it, so I was so happy.